So I want to talk to you about the hard parts of multiplication. And when I'm saying the hard parts, I'm talking about the multiplication facts that usually trip us up. So I'm going to give you a couple of strategies. Some of them are going to be specifics to certain facts, and some are going to be useful for any fact. So I want you to imagine that you are asked to do 6 times 7, but you can't remember it. However, you know that 6 times 5. You know that 6 times 5 gives you 30. Okay, so you're already halfway there. You might not know 6 times 7, but knowing 6 times 5 gets you part of the way there. That means that you just need 2 more groups to get you the answer of 6 times 7. So, you also know 6 times 2 gives you 12. Well, you know how to add. So you can add those together and you can get 42. And then you can tell yourself, I know that 6 times 7 is 42 because you know 6 times 5 gives you 30 and 6 times 2 gives you 12. And you can add them together. You can use that with any fact that you don't know. So just come up with another fact that you do know. So say, for example, you're struggling with, let's do 8 times 8. So you're not quite sure what 8 times 8 is. However, you know that 8 times 5 is 40. And I'm using the 5s here because that's ones that most everybody knows. We can build off of our 5s. Well, I just need 3 more groups. But, I'm struggling with 8 times 3 too. But I do know that 8 times 2 is 16. Okay? And I know that 8 times 1 is 8. Okay? No big deal. I don't know my 8 times 3, but I can get there. Until it's automatic, I have a strategy. I can even break 8 times 3 into 8 times 2 and 8 times 1. So I'm going to add all these together, and I'm going to get 64. I still have 8 groups. 5 plus 2 is 7, plus 1 more is 8. I still have 8 groups. I just went about it in a different way. So that's one strategy that I wanted to point out to you, that you can use with anything. Any fact that you're not quite sure of, you can use that strategy, breaking it down into other facts that you already know. Okay? The next trick I want to show you is specific to your 9s. So I'm going to put this to the side, and all you need for this trick is your hands. Okay? All you need is your hands. So I like to call this the 9s trick. And say I asked you to do 9 times 4, but you don't quite know that one yet. All you need to do is take out your hands. Starting on your left pinky, you're going to count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're going to tuck that 4th finger in. Then you have your fingers divided into 2 parts. Now, these are your 10s, these 3 right here, and these 6 are your 1s. So now I have 36 as my answer. And 9 times 4, what do you know? It's 36. You can do that with any other one too. Say you need to know 9 times 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tuck that 9th finger in. Here are your 10s. So I have 81. 81. So this works with all of your 9s all the way up to 9 times 10. 90. See, because I have 9 fingers over here and I don't have anything over there, so that shows it's 0. So it works all the way up to 9 times 10. Okay? The next trick I want to show you is something that you can use specifically to your 12s. It's a little bit of a modification of what we did up here, but I want you to think about your 12s in this way. So a lot of people get stuck on the 12s and think, oh my gosh, I don't know my 12s. Well, you do know your 12s because you know your 10s. So say I asked you to solve 12 times 8, okay? You know that you can do 10 times 8, right? You know that 10 times 8 is 80. Okay, so far you've got 10 groups of 8. How many more groups of 8 do you need? You need 2. So you know 2 times 8. So you're going to go ahead and do 2 times 8, which is 16, and you're going to add those two together, and you're going to get 96. So now you know that 12 times 8 is 96.